You know that scene from Ted Lasso, season 3? Ted Lasso and his coaching staff were in the office after another loss. I don't know how many losses in a row that was, but Ted and his coaching staff were down, morale was down, and then the owner, Rebecca Welsh, storms into the office and asks Ted one simple question: Are we going to win another effing game? And right now, Ted Lasso, or should I say, Arne Slot, is Ted Lasso, or the ball Ted Lasso, and maybe FSG, but certainly every single Liverpool fan is like Rebecca Welsh. We're asking Arne Slot, are we going to win another effing game? I wish I mean, I'm glad I got to see the community, the Liverpool supporters community in Singapore. Not in full force, obviously, but the fact that there were a lot of people there last night, good to see. But that was the only good thing that came out of last night. In Singapore there's a 7-hour difference with the UK. So by the time the match starts, it's 30 minutes to midnight. We all stayed up to watch. We were all in the venue to watch the game. And to be honest, I think some fans wish they didn't stay up because of the shit performance that we had. I'll address Michael Oliver in a second, but let's talk about us. I don't blame Manchester United for the win or for the loss, depending on how you see it. They won, I hate the fact that they won at Anfield, but with our performance, the way we play, I can't get too mad at Man United for beating us. The first minute goal from Mbeumo, questionable. It's not because of Mbeumo. He did what he had to do. If the shoe was on the other foot, if the roles were reversed, we would have done the same thing. So I don't blame Mbeumo one bit. I blame Michael Oliver. This same fucking referee that cost us 2 points at Goodison Park last season and sent off Arne Slot, he's at it again. And I'll get to Michael Oliver for another reason. But for the first goal, first minute, down 1-0. We can blame Michael Oliver, but what was Van Dijk thinking? Why was he not alert? Konate had to cover him, but it was too late. The ball struck by Mbeumo, bounced off the leg of Mamardashvili, ricocheted off his leg, and it went in. And that was the first minute. We chased the game after that. And yes, we should have had a penalty when Gakpo crossed the ball and hit Amad Diallo's hand. The replays showed it was a clear handball, but Michael Oliver didn't do anything. VAR also didn't do anything. So I blame Michael Oliver for that. That could have been a penalty. We could have equalized. Game on. It took us 78 minutes to equalize. In between that time, Isak had a couple of chances, but the shots were too weak. He wasn't the Alexander Isak from Newcastle that could shoot from distance. He was very good at that. He had a couple of good chances, I'll be honest with you. McAllister scuffed the shot. Mo Salah, from 3 yards, he shot wide in the second half. From 3 yards. He's in the 6-yard box, he's free, and he scuffed it wide. He didn't even hit the side netting. I think it just gives more reason for me to think that Slot should not do 4-2-3-1 anymore. He should do 4-3-1-2. But I'll get to that in a second. Our best player last night was Cody Gakpo. And I feel sorry for Cody Gakpo, really. Because he had 4 chances. The first 2 hit the post and hit the crossbar. It was so unlucky. So unlucky for Gakpo. He was clear. The first chance he got, he was clear. He tried to to curve. He tried to curve a shot at goal. Keeper had no chance of saving it. Unfortunately, it hit the post. So unfortunate for him. I feel sorry for him. Second chance he got. I think he also took a shot from the left wing, dribbled down the center, took a shot, hit the crossbar. Oh, that was so unfortunate for him. The third chance was the equalizer. I can't remember offhand. I can't remember who it was that squared the ball to him, but he was there in the middle, took the chance, scores, equalized. But within 2 minutes, maybe not 2 minutes, maybe like 3 or 4 minutes, Man United got the winner. And this one was our fault. At the end of the day, it was our fault. Yes, the ball wasn't cleared properly. And then I think the Man United left winger did a magnificent cross, a lob cross. And when the ball landed for Harry Maguire, there were three Man United players unmarked. How did we let that happen? How did we let that happen? That's our fault. That is our fault. We can't blame anybody else but ourselves. Good for Harry Maguire though. Last season he missed a sitter for a winner. This season he wasn't going to repeat the same mistake twice. What happened to us? And we had a chance to equalize. This was Cody Gakpo's fourth chance, and Jeremy Frimpong, he came in so late, but you could see what he can offer to the table instead of Mo Salah. Jeremy Frimpong, when he came in, dribble on the right wing, dribble past the defender, crosses the ball. Cody Gakpo was unmarked. He rises up, heads the ball. Unfortunately, disappointingly, he headed the ball wide. He was right in the middle. It was in a 6-yard box, free header, and it went wide. Very unfortunate for Cody Gakpo. I feel sorry for him because he was Liverpool's man on the match. I definitely think that way. The 2 goals that we conceded for Mamardashvili, I mean, what? I don't blame him. I don't blame Mamardashvili. That's our defense and the coordination of our defense. Who's the worst player in the Liverpool shirt last night? Is it Mo Salah? Is it Isak? Is it Van Dijk? I'm not gonna decide who the worst player was. I'll let you decide. But last night was really shit performance. And in the words of Rebecca Welsh in that scene at Ted Lasso, when are we gonna win? Are we gonna win another fucking game? Excuse my language, but are we gonna win another game? Because the games are not gonna get any easier. Arne Slot, he has to sort this out. 2 weeks ago, he had a chance 2 weeks ago to sort it out, but it's still the same old story. We concede early on, we take the whole game to equalize, and then in the last minute or the dying minutes, we concede again. 8 minutes of stoppage time we couldn't do anything. Eintracht Frankfurt. We're going to Eintracht Frankfurt next. Hugo Ekitike's former club. I personally think we have to change the formation. I said this in a previous video. We need not a plan B, but a second and third plan A. 4-2-3-1 is not working anymore. I know Cody Gakpo did very well last night. He was our man of the match. But there's only so much he can do on the wings. Forget the wings. Leave the wings to our wingers. Leave the flanks to our wing backs, our full backs playing wing backs. And for that, I don't mind Kirkis playing. But on the right back, it has to be Frimpong. It has to be Frimpong. And what is the formation? I think that I think Arne Slot should adapt 4-3-1-2. Forget 4-2-3-1. This is not Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool anymore. You're not playing Jurgen Klopp's 4-3-3 with a false 9. You have two number 9s in the squad. You have two number 9s in the squad. So forget 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. Go for 4-3-1-2. Go for 4-3-1-2. Go for Van Dijk and Konate. And by the way, Konate was quite decent yesterday. Against Man United, he was decent. So, I don't blame Konate for last night's match. If anything, he was the better centre back between him and Van Dijk. Sorry to say, but it's true. But like I said, 4-3-1-2, Kirkis, Van Dijk, Konate, Frimpong. You have to play Frimpong. Bradley, as much as Bradley is improving, I think he's improving, but he's not there yet. He's not Frimpong level, let alone Trent level. People are gonna say we miss Trent. Yeah, we do, but we gotta move on from Trent. So I think Frimpong on the right back, so that he can play up and down the wing as a wing back, and then your three central midfielders, Gravenberch in the middle as a DM, McAllister and Szoboszlai as the two central midfielders who can go up, or one of them stays with Gravenberch a little bit, maybe just slightly higher than Gravenberch, and then your attacking midfielder is Florian Wirtz. Last night when Wirtz came in, he was for the most part playing at right back. Sorry, not right back. He was playing at right wing. Not bad for that few minutes cameo as a right winger, but he's more suited as a number 10. So Wirtz at number 10, and then our two strikers, Ekitike and Isak. You have to play them together as a strike partnership. You have to start them together as a strike partnership. You can't afford running down the wings anymore. The running down the wing era, as much as I hate to say it, I think that's coming to a close, or it's done now. Opposing teams know what we're up to. They don't even bother to go down the wings. Look at Manchester United last night. Look at the match. Watch back to the match. They didn't bother going down the wings, as far as I know. Although they didn't control the middle either, but they were bombing down the middle. They didn't go to unlike Chelsea and Crystal Palace, they didn't create as much trouble. But the game plan was still there. They were bombing down the middle. Not bombing down the middle, but yeah, they were going through the middle. And now as things stand, so we have to we have to take back the middle length of the pitch and let Kirkis and Frimpong just run wild on on the flanks. I think that's what we have to do. I think 4-3-1-2 is the best formation now. As far as the league standing is concerned, we're 4 points behind Arsenal and we're in 4th. Bournemouth are in 3rd place. Think about that for a second. Bournemouth, the team we beat 4-2 in the opening day. And to be honest, the first team that we struggled this season, and it was the first game of the season. We struggled against Bournemouth, although we scored 2, but we let in 2, and then it took Chiesa and Salah to score in the late minutes of the game to win our first game of the season. That Bournemouth team is in 3rd place above us. We are in 4th place. I know as a Liverpool fan we've been through the ups. We go through the ups and the downs, but from being Premier League champions to losing 3 Premier League games in a row, some Liverpool fans are gonna say, "Hey, last season that's what happened to Pep Guardiola." Okay, I understand that, but now Man City are in 2nd place. I'm not saying that Pep Guardiola has sorted it out. I'm not going to say that. But we need to sort it out. We need to sort this out. Arne Slot needs to sort this out. Every single Liverpool fan is acting like Rebecca Welsh is asking Arne Slot, are we going to win another effing game? Arne Slot can be like Ted Lasso and say, yeah, we will win another game. We're just going to do whatever it needs. Well, I don't care. Sort it out. Maybe you need to change the formation. 4-2-3-1 is not working anymore. Maybe 4-3-1-2 could work. Or maybe you should play 3 at the back. But I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go 3 at the back. I think it's too confusing. But we need to change the way we play. And something I realized, the 5 wins that we had, if I'm not mistaken, we score first. Every time we score first, we win the game. Every time we concede first, we lose the game. That's why the first goal is so crucial. The first goal is so crucial. What can I say, man? 3 league losses in a row, 4 in all competitions. We need to start turning this shit around. Eintracht Frankfurt, this in the midweek. Brentford at the weekend. And then to wrap up the end of the month, League Cup 4th round. Against who? Crystal Palace. We lost to them at Selhurst Park already. Convincingly, might I add. Now they're going to, at the end of the month, they're going to face us at our home turf at Anfield. And Man United just beat us 2-1 at Anfield. You think Crystal Palace is not going to see that and go, oh, we can take them? So we need to sort this out. Arne Slot, please sort this out. Really. Because you are just digging a bigger hole, not just for Liverpool Football Club, but for yourself. You are the one that has no excuses. You're not Jurgen Klopp, you're not Rafa Benitez, you're not Brendan Rodgers, you're not Gerard Houllier. Those guys, if they want to have excuses, yeah, sure, I can understand. But you've got no excuses. You're the one who needs to sort this out. And I hope you do. And I hope you do. You are the first Premier League manager for Liverpool who has won the league in your first season as manager of Liverpool, as head coach of Liverpool. You are the first manager that has made this transfer statement, a summer transfer statement for Liverpool. You need to back it up now. You bought all these players in. They're starting to show signs. Ekitike, I think, is the current shining star out of all the new signings because he's our top scorer. But you got to sort this out. You have to integrate all of them in, not shoehorn them in, integrate them in, and maybe come up with another formation to fit them in, a formation that works. And quite honestly, I think 4-3-1-2 works. 4-2-3-1 doesn't work anymore. Not with these guys. You want to put your identity? Maybe not. Maybe 4-3-1-2. That's all I got to say.